I'm the Gentleman Wake. Welcome to the go-to channel for tabletop gaming and playing card reviews. In this episode, we take a look at the latest offering from longtime friend of the channel and collaborator Lorenzo Gagiotti, known to the world as Stockholm17. I'm also going to be giving away a copy of this deck. Plus, I announced the long overdue winners of the Black Market deck and the Wormwood Signature Series Hero Vault. Remember, for the best in cinematic reviews for collectors, hit like, subscribe, and ring that notification bell. So, if there's anyone out there aspiring to launch a Kickstarter campaign, you might want to pay attention. Maybe you've got a killer idea for a deck of playing cards and you're wondering how to successfully guarantee funding. Well, I'm going to give you a cheat code that will 100% make your Kickstarter dreams come true. Ready? Better be taking notes. All you have to do is work with a designer as brilliant as Lorenzo Gagiotti. Look, in all seriousness, I know there's folks out there that probably want to know how I've managed to make two very successful Kickstarter campaigns, and to be honest, I'll be happy to share some tips, but that's for another day and another video. Right now, I want to talk about Lorenzo G and the amazing work he's produced in the playing cards world under the moniker Stockholm17. Just on this channel alone, we've previewed several amazing Kickstarter deck campaigns, including House of the Rising Spade, the Raven series, and last year's mega successful Eye of the Ocean. The Stockholm17 deck I'm reviewing in this video, however, has a bit of a different origin. This is the standard edition Notorious Gambling Frog deck from Stockholm17. The deck comes packaged in a gorgeously full color printed and embossed tuck case. The artwork on the front of the deck features the namesake frog, head held high, a bit smug and condescending. He wears an orange waistcoat underneath a long green overcoat. His gloved hands hold a pair of card reveals, the two of spades in his left, and peeking from underneath his right, the ace of diamonds. In the empty space at either side, you find the S17 and the Stockholm17 logo, an ovalish shape with the Roman numerals XVII or 17. There's a nice Art Nouveau feel to the framing around the frog. He's definitely giving me some Parisian vibes. As I mentioned, this deck has a bit of an unusual inception for Lorenzo. The original version, the Patreon edition, was created as part of the rewards for his highest tier patrons. I don't own that particular deck, but other than a few small changes, they are very similar. Regardless of edition, the tuck is a nice departure from what you normally get from Stockholm17. There's no foil to be found anywhere, no interior artwork. In fact, the box is printed on white cardstock rather than the colored stock Lorenzo typically gravitates towards. But this doesn't make it any less beautiful. There's a wonderful texture to the box that gives the deck a nice premium feel. The green and orange and eggshell color palette is also a breath of fresh air and gives the deck a nice vintage vibe. One side of the box announces the deck as poker-sized. The bottom of the box has the traditional ad copy, including the Stockholm17 website and the deck's country of manufacture. More on that in a bit. The Roman numeral for 2022, the year of production, is also printed on the bottom. The top of the box features some nice ornamental scrollwork and an orange tack stamp inspired seal that features the same oval S17 logo seen elsewhere. The tuck flap features a favorite meal of the frog species, a dragonfly with wings spread, and on that note, the small tuck flaps depict tiny prey and predator. The back of the box features a one-to-one representation of the back design of the cards, a beautifully embossed two-way design featuring a couple of dragonflies tail to tail with wings spread out. There's an unmistakably strong Art Nouveau feel to the artwork. Art Nouveau was a particularly popular style of design that permeated the zeitgeist during the era known as the Belle Epoque, which placed a strong emphasis on swooping naturalistic forms. It's a pervasive style that was found just about everywhere in Western Europe, but perhaps no more than in the City of Lights. Paris has a few notable examples of Art Nouveau presented in iron or metal form, from the green metal metro station signage and street lamps to the Eiffel Tower itself. The Notorious gambling frog back design is rife with allusions to Art Nouveau, from the watercolor-esque treatment of the dragonfly wings to the lattice network of lines in the centermost part of the design. These could easily be metal rods twisted into those woven shapes. This is probably one of my favorite of Lorenzo's back designs, and that's saying quite a bit considering he designed the first TGW branded deck, the Parlor. Speaking of the Parlor, I'm going to take this moment to mention that there are several versions of the Parlor deck, as well as the subsequent TGW release, the Tale of the Tempest, available at TheGentlemanWake.com. In fact, there's still time to use promo code GRAND15 for 15% off your next order. The promotion will be coming to an end in a few weeks, so if you're looking to add some brilliant and sophisticated decks to your collection, make sure to head on over to the web store, link in the description below. I'm also super excited to be announcing the launch of the third TGW branded deck, the Successor, designed by Kevin Cantrell. It will be launched via Kickstarter sometime in mid-May. Make sure to follow me on social media for sneak peeks into the production and design process and to keep up to date with the launch announcement. This is a completely custom deck of playing cards with unique chunky pips and indices in all four corners, although the pip layout remains standard. The index font is appropriate to the inspiration of the design and easy to read. That, coupled with the index redundancy, makes the deck great for gameplay. The deck forgoes the traditional red and black suit colors, utilizing orange and dark green respectively. The spot cards also feature a subtle but noticeable moire pattern in the eggshell background of the cards that adds a vintage look. The aces all have large center pips, and the ace of spades includes an elaborate spade pip complete with the deck branding and dragonfly design. Behind the pip, faint written script can be seen, Italian by the looks of it. There's something about a lago or lake, maybe where the frog lives. I don't speak or read Italian, and even if I did, it's hard to make out the words. I think that's the intent, however. It's an artistic embellishment, although my curiosity was piqued enough to try to actually read it. The court cards are a fantastic collection of illustrations based on the standard court cards, but given more life and personality, and more three-dimensionality as well. The color palette sticks to the established green and orange, although it sees the inclusion of mustard yellow and gray as well. I particularly like how the implements held by the Jack of Diamonds and Jack of Spades are given a more realistic form for what on traditional court cards can look like abstract shapes. You can actually see how they might be a halberd or a spear respectively. The deck is rounded out by 4 additional cards, 3 jokers. All of them are additional illustration of the gambling frog himself. One is as the title character is seen on the front of the tuck box. A second features the frog open mouth as if in mid-laugh with a fan display of cards. And finally, the third, legs slightly crossed, hand on hip, holding a 2 of diamonds in his hand. The final card is a Gaff 17 of spades, the designer's number of choice. The decks, as mentioned, are printed in China by the Shenzhen Wangjing Printing Company, WJPC for short. I don't have a lot of experience with WJPC decks, although this deck handles well enough. Fans are smooth, flourishes look nice, and the deck farrows back to front. I will say that I noticed a bit of a click with the deck. This happens when the cards retain a bit of warping, usually as a byproduct of the cutting process, and can be audibly snapped back and forth with just a bit of pressure on the center of the deck. The standard edition of the Notorious Gambling Frog can still be purchased via the Stockholm17 website for the excellent price of $12.99. Only 600 or so remain of the 1,000 deck print run. For a chance to win a Gambling Frog deck directly from me, here's what you have to do. 1. Like this video. 2. Be a subscriber to this channel. And 3. Let me know in a comment below what Kickstarter campaign you are most looking forward to in 2022. Congrats to Mank K6, winner of the Black Market deck by Third Way Industries, and to Alexis Clodfelter, winner of the Wormwood Signature Series Hero Vault. Make sure you both contact me via Instagram to claim your prize. To check out a review of another deck with amazing court cards, click on the video that will appear right here. Thank you so much for watching. I've been the Gentleman Wake. See you next time.